Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu's neighbours in Soweto have reflected on his passing, describing him as a father, a community activist and a people's person who was forever smiling. Tutu died at his home in Cape Town at the age of 90 yesterday. For more on what the neighbours in Cape Town have to say about the archer, we now speak to Mariska Botha. We spoke to you earlier, Mariska. Any new developments at this time?
Yes, indeed, there is some developments here. This morning we're outside the home, and as you can see there in the distance, the mayor the mayor of Cape Town, Geordin Hill-Lewis, has just visited the family. And let's see if we can quickly speak to him. Good morning, Mayor. May we have a short interview with you, please? We're live on SABC News. Mayor of Cape Town, Geordin Hill-Lewis, good morning to you, sir, and thank you for joining us. Could you please tell us about your visit? What words were exchanged and what was your message?
It was very touching to be able to just share some kind words and a short prayer with Mama Leah and the rest of the family and Dr. Rampele, who's also inside, and just to convey my condolences, my sincere condolences and love, not just as a person, but on behalf of our whole city, because I know I speak for our whole city when I convey those condolences and this deep sense of loss, but also the sense of feeling privileged to have had this remarkable man living here in our city for so many years and teaching us so much about life and what is good through his own life.
And you're also doing special things like lighting up the mountain, lighting up City Hall. Why do you think it's important that we remember him in this way?
Well, I just think it's a privilege for us in the city to be able to play a small role in helping at this time, to be of service to the family and to the church in memory and celebration of this remarkable human being. And so the mountain is one small way we're doing it. The condolence books across the city is another way that we are doing it. And, I just think it's important for all of us to take this time not just to remember the man and to grieve the loss, but also to celebrate this incredible legacy, who in history, before or to come, will have the opportunity to influence the course of history the way that this incredible person has done. And so there is so much of that to celebrate, so many lessons for us to learn now about unity and peace, about the pursuit of truth, about caring about justice in our society. And so any way that we can amplify those lessons in the coming days and weeks, we will absolutely do.
Thank you very much. That was the Mayor of Cape Town, Geordin Hill-Lewis, speaking to us there, sharing a short visit and a small prayer with Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu's wife and children and the rest of the family, saying yesterday during his speech he was the greatest Cape Townian, the greatest person who lived in Cape Town, and it's important to celebrate that. You heard everybody saying, yes, it's sad that Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu has passed, but the celebration of his life is equally as important. He was a man that was about love, joy, peace, unity, and that's the kind of thing that the city wants to amplify, and all the other speakers we've spoken to as well. The work that he did as a humanitarian, teaching people about how to live decent lives as human beings, but also to celebrate the joy that he as a person had himself, is important to those who run the city, as you heard there from Mayor Geordin Hill-Lewis, but also for the people of Cape Town to celebrate the life of Desmond Tutu.
Mariska, thank you so much for that beautiful conversation. And just a reminder to South Africans, tonight on Full View at 7 p.m, SABC News will bring you a special international tribute to the late Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu. We're also inviting our viewers today to take part in our conversation of the day. You can call on 084 8133 or send in your voice note. And we're saying the Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu devoted his work to peace and healing the South African nation. Do you think we've achieved healing? Send us your comments at the agenda_SABC. And you can also send us your video comments and voice notes on that number 084 8133 465. Let's take a look at some of the tweets that have come through. John Grobler says, sadly, the archer's dream hasn't come true yet. I'd like everyone to read Genesis 1, verse 26 and 27. Color is not mentioned when all of us can accept that this world will be a better place. Kapari Moraka says, a little more than a quarter of a century into constitutional democratic order, we're still experiencing sporadic acts of the dark side of our past history. All inclusive, our great and grandchildren are more likely to be the ones who shall fully enjoy genuine national cohesion. The concerned citizen saying, Dumelang aus Desiree, well, from how I see it, South Africa hasn't achieved any healing. Not that the arch didn't do enough to heal South Africa, but subsequently due to that, he got and was granted inadequate support in helping South Africa recover. A very noble man he was. Umzuvukile Ndobe Mbugoshe says there is no healing because things like BEE only benefit the relatives of the ruling political elite and few previously oppressed. President Mbeki giving the time frame there, and President Zuma also giving time frame why the recommendations of the TRC were not implemented, because they had enough time to act. Refilo Rantlaku says healing and peace are not even close to the nation of South Africa. Healing is not yet achieved. And those are your contributions to our conversation of the day. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment.